Hello and welcome at Tango. I am Sonja.
And my name is Sven.
And in the back, we have Tana, our tango dog. So today we are going to discuss the technique of backward stepping.
Exactly. Now, as we did in the previous lesson, if you missed that, please feel free to rewatch that video. We are actually going to go through all the steps necessary to make a backward step. There is two different ways, main different ways of stepping, is the one with projection and the one without the projection. Without the projection, we're looking for smaller steps. With the projection, we're trying to create an extension of our steps to make it bigger or to make it slower or to change the dynamic of our movement.
Now, let's tackle the phases, the different phases of backward stepping with projection.
Exactly. So, now we will turn from the profile like this. Okay, that's good. So from the profile, the first part is completely the opposite as in the forward stepping. We're going to change our body weight and we're going to move to the front of our feet. Now this is only for the projection one. And also I might also add already that in tango, the leader almost never makes a projected backstep. It's only for the followers, the projected backstep. So we are going to transfer our body weight to the front. And while transferring, we're going to bend the knees slightly forward so we're able to maintain the body weight a lot more easy in the front of our feet. You might also remember this position from the forward step just before the projection. So it's the same position. Now, Sonja, what are we going to do next?
Now, the next thing, so we have the body weight on the ball of our feet. So I am having the tango embrace, and then I'm actually going to slightly extend the right leg, small projection to where, not a big step, so where I can really point the toe, not further. Then from here,
we're going to start to move backwards. So we're going to start to push our standing leg in order to move either to this spot where we put the leg, or if the leader gives you a lead for a bigger step, to push even further and then slide your back leg a little bit further to finish up the movement. Now, we're going a bit too quickly, of course. There is a few steps that we need to think about when we're moving backwards, and especially Sonja has something to say about the hip movement.
Yes.
Maybe let's.
I will show it in this way. You remember when we were explaining about the changes of weight that we asked you specifically to close the feet and keep them parallel. This is as much as important when you are going to step back. Why? If I would be in a V-shaped position and my leader transfers my weight to my right foot, and from there, he wants me to project in a backward step. Look what happens to my left leg. It's actually a diagonal line I'm creating, and the transfer is going to be not behind me, but further away.
Yeah, and most of the time when you do that, you might even turn a bit to the other side and cross over.
So what we aim for is to join the feet and nicely in line with your body, you extend your leg backwards.
Exactly. Now, when we start to push our standing leg to move to the next foot, we are trying to maintain as long as possible our body weight of the chest to the front in order to maintain the body weight onto the standing leg to be able to push that. So what's going to happen is we're going to focus not on pushing the chest away, but we're going to focus on pushing our hips to the back. Not to do this, of course, but we're going to actually focus on moving the hip, and then the chest will follow the hip, of course. Okay? Now, there is one thing that's fairly important when doing that, and we might also show this again from the front. In order to do that, you need to move the hip down on the standing side.
So, if my standing leg is the right one, so I have the projection in the left one, I actually am pushing as much as possible on the ball of my foot, of the right foot, but during transfer, I want to maintain the part of the hip joint where the hip is connected to the pelvis. I want to put it down into the floor. Like this. and then I can easily arrive. I will show you in the other direction. So my standing leg, I have the projection behind me, and now I go down so I can maintain the correct body position and the correct feet and leg position.
Exactly.
Yes?
If we were to skip that going down part, you would get more a movement you will see in the upper body. So if we don't do anything specific, the movement would be more swaying again, like here. So if we just go in this way, or even worse, if we go up while pushing, you will also create that. And then your body weight will go over your foot and you will lose the balance and also take the lead.
This is a common mistake. Most followers have that in the beginning when learning tango, that you are forgetting to use your hip when you arrive, but that you are thinking, okay, it's a back step, I will go back, but this is the wrong way to go back.
Exactly. So if we look at the points on the floor of our feet, so we have the body weight in the front, the projection, and then we're going to start to push the front of our feet, but at a certain point we can no longer, we need to push the heel. We bring the hip down, and then we continue pushing the heel in order to collect our feet. And then we can continue another step backwards depending on the lead of the leader, of course.
We remember to have the feet parallel, not open, so we are in the correct body line position to go backward.
Exactly. Now, the one without projection is fairly simple. We skip this entire part of going forward and projection. Actually, we just go from a neutral position, we go to the position where we are pushing the heel already. So the heel, and then we push down the hip again. So we skip that complete first part of putting the weight in front, making the projection. So we just go, show it again. We go immediately pushing down the hip. The heel is going to push ourselves away, and then we collect our feet. That's it.
That's about it for the backstepping technique. We hope you enjoyed the practice, and we hope you like this channel. So if you have not already done it, please feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Invite friends, tango friends all over, and make this a nice opportunity to get to learn more about Argentine tango technique.
Thank you very much, and see you next time.
Have a nice day.